this really terrific site that has editor interviews and agent interviews and lets you know who's looking for what and that kind of thing. And this is now, I would say, August 2005. And I read this one interview with an editor on Media Bistro, and in it the editor said that at her weekly team meeting where they go over who's acquiring what and all that other great stuff, one of her colleagues said that he felt that the next big wave would be magical chick lit. And I said, God damn it, I could do that. I didn't know what I was going to do, but I decided that the magic that I loved from that great American novel, because I came up with a kick-ass magic system, I have to say, the whole D&D roots thing, oh yeah. So the magic from that book and that first-person sassy narrator from the second book, I could wed those. I can do that. Of course I can. What am I going to write about? So I started thinking, well, I like vampire stories, I like werewolf stories, but I don't think I really could write those. What can I write about? Okay, well, not vampires, not werewolves. I could do demon. And so I started thinking demon. And as I thought demon, to me back then, before I did any real research, you know, when you have to take a virgin and slaughter them and, you know, catch all the blood and oh, are you recording this? I equated demon with succubus. If it's a female demon, it's succubus. And so I said, okay, I have me a succubus. And she is gonna leave hell. Yeah, she's gonna quit her job in hell and choose to be mortal, and she's gonna she's going to become a call girl because, you know, she was a succubus for thousands of years, so she can keep being, you know, kind of succubus-y as a person and, you know, and make money from it. Woohoo! And there's going to be a cop because there has to be a cop. And a dancing strip. I don't know. This is what I was thinking. And I was actually going to call it Demons Don't Dance. All right. So I said, I can start writing now, and I did. And I wrote the first, I would say, 13,000 words, which 50, 70 some odd pages, and I realized, wow, I just gave away everything that was important about this book in chapter 2. If you guys have read Hell's Bells, I gave away the announcement in chapter 2. And I said, wow, that's stupid. I actually said to Heather Brewer, who is my crypt partner, after I wrote the book, we became partners afterwards as we were going over our stories and how we wound up writing them. I said I gave away the cow instead of offering some milk. And isn't that clever of me? Wow. So
the whole sex shop thing.
Yeah.
You can't help it.
You know, So I scrapped the 13,000 words, which basically is code for set it aside, you never throw anything out, even if you're not using it for your current story. And I started over. And this time I started smack dab in the middle. And as I started in the middle, I came to the realization that instead of the demon who I decided was Jezebel, instead of Jezebel walking away from hell, you know, choosing to quit, it'd be a lot more fun if she had to run away from hell, wouldn't it? And hey, would hell let you quit? No. So they're going to be hunters after her, right? Oh my God, I'm getting my story. This is great. And then I wound up writing Hell Spells in the next 2 months. And I finished it in October. I finished it before Halloween. And then I started, you know, I gave it to my crypt partner to read. She loved it. She gave me some suggestions, so I did a bit of a revision. And then I started thinking about getting an agent. So I came up with a killer query letter. I learned a lot since those last 2 books, with the first one with really atrocious query letter. I should see if I can find that one day. No, I really shouldn't. And I started querying. And the day that I decided to query, I was checking out sales in this genre, and there's something called Publishers Marketplace, and that tends to list the most current deals. As long as agents are reporting them, they go up there. And I saw that there was this person, an unknown author by the name of Rochelle Mead, who had just sold to Kensington a 3-book deal about a modern-day succubus who hates her life of hell and wants only to deal with all things human. And I said, oh, fuck! And so I spent about 90 minutes cursing, screaming, crying, hating this bitch Rochelle Mead. Rochelle, I hope that you're watching this. And after 90 minutes, I said, fuck it, and I decided to query anyway. And lo and behold, the market can stand for more than one succubus book. Who knew? Howdy, welcome. I queried, and I wound up getting 5 offers of representation really quickly, within a couple of weeks. And by the way, one of those offers came the day before Thanksgiving, so if people say to you, oh, agents don't work around the holidays, they lie.
Yeah.
They lie around the holidays?
Yes, that too. And I wound up choosing my agent, and then a week later, he sold Hell Spells in a 3-book deal to Kensington. I said, oh my god, maybe Kensington just really likes succubus stories. And anyway, so that's how Hell Spells sold. Which I know you're all dying to know about, right? So.
It's a very interesting story.
Well, thank you very much. So for a while I was writing the Hell series, which Kensington had decided to market as paranormal romance. I don't really agree with that term. Well, not with the term, excuse me. I don't agree that Hell Spells actually fits neatly into that subgenre. Sure, if you read romance, romances have something called an HEA, happily ever after. That's where the hero and the heroine, they are together at the end of the book, they are in love, and either they're sailing off into the sunset or flying off or whatever, what have you. They're together either forever or for now. And yeah, okay, spoiler, Hell Spells has an HEA. It does. I didn't write it thinking that was going to happen. That just happened to be the end of the book. So they marketed that as paranormal romance. So when I started writing The Road to Hell, I was now contracted for 2 more paranormal romance. I said, oh, well, I guess I know how this ends. All right. And as I was writing it, I realized that while romance and paranormal romance is great stuff, that's really not where my interest lies. I'm more about good versus evil. Death, doom, and destruction. Woohoo! Can I blame my mom again? So I wrote The Road to Hell, and I had a lot of fun with that. The demon Don Juan, the incubus, he really found his voice in that book. He was supposed to be a really minor character. In fact, I was supposed to kill him off in Hell Spells. He refused to kind of be limited to that role. Stupid demon. And in The Road to Hell, he was supposed to be really minor, and Dawn is just not meant to be a minor character, and that's why he got his own book for Hotter Than Hell, which is my favorite of the Hell series. Finding his voice was interesting. When you're writing Jezebel, it's all about sweetie and this and that, and she's got a kind of wicked sense of humor, and I knew her. Some people used to say, hey Jackie, are you kind of sort of Jezebel? I'm like, well, yeah, if Jezzy were Jewish and I were a demon, we'd be the same person. It was just, that kind of humor. Dawn is not Jezebel. First of all, I'm not a guy. So I was writing first person male, which, by the way, outside of my comfort zone. Okay. First person male, demonic. Okay, and this isn't, demons with a heart of gold really looking to be saved. No. These are demons who are evil bastards, and they love being evil because this is what they do. This is what they're created to do. Dawn loves his job, and he's very good at it. Okay, so first person, male, demonic. Oh, by the way, that's the protagonist, so the readers have to kind of sympathize. Okay, so you know what you do when you have a bad guy who's supposed to be the good guy? You make another bad guy who's even worse, and that's where Pan comes in. Anyway, so this is Hell, and if you guys are interested, I would be really happy to read the prologue and the first chapter of Hell to Pay. Woohoo!
Indeed.
Now, this takes place a little bit after Hotter Than Hell. It is, I think, either February or March, and Hotter Than Hell takes place in December, so there you go. Jessie's been mortal for about 5 months now. She's still with Paul. Oh God, spoiler again. Sorry if you haven't read the books. So they're together. and Gesundheit.
Gesundheit.
For the truth, as my friend Renee would say. And Jesse is learning that when you're in a relationship, yeah,